Are you tired of losing your best ideas in a sea of disorganized folders? Are you struggling with digital note taking? In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up Obsidian from scratch so you can start building a true second brain in under 10 minutes. No fluff, no technical jargon, just the essentials. So let's get into it. Welcome to TechSimpld, where we look at the best freemium software and make it easy to understand. Today we're diving into Obsidian, a powerful note-taking tool that's completely free and works offline, and one I personally use in my everyday life. The first thing you're going to want to do is head over to obsidian.md, and you're going to want to hit the download button at the top and download it for whatever system you're using. Here, I'm using my Windows machine. Once we have that done, we're going to go ahead and run the installer. I'm only installing this for me for now, and I'm just using all the defaults. And you'll see within just a couple of seconds, Obsidian's installed and we're ready to go. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is Obsidian wants us to create a vault. And you can think of a vault as a folder that's going to keep all of your notes for you. So we're going to create it, and I'm going to call mine TechSimpld Second Brain. And we also have to pick a location that we're going to store all these notes. But for now, I'm just going to use the Documents folder. And once I hit create, you'll see we are into Obsidian and we are at the welcome note. Now, Obsidian uses Markdown for its language. Sounds technical, but it's really not. It's pretty easy to understand and actually gives you some really nice features. So at the top here, if we just go ahead and create a new note, and we'll call this note my first note. And you'll notice I can just start typing away. This is my first note ever. And now I'm thinking, maybe I want to put a heading in here. I want it to be called out or really big or really draw attention. Easiest way to do that is you just put a quick hashtag and you say, this is my heading, or whatever you want to call it. And you'll see it keeps everything bold. The more hashtags you put, you get subheadings. It'll be a little bit smaller. This is a subheading. This is even smaller. Oop. And this is where you can just start taking everyday notes, anything you want to talk about, daily diaries, video ideas, keeping track of your research. It doesn't matter. And every time you create the new note, it creates a new markdown file in that vault that you have. This is where Obsidian gets really powerful. You can create something called a backlink. And this is where the magic really happens. This allows you to connect ideas instantly rather than digging through folders. I'm a pretty visual learner, and being able to see all the thoughts and trace them back is extremely helpful. Let's say I'm using this to take notes for my YouTube channel. I have my channel notes, and one of the things I want to keep track of is video ideas. But in reality, video ideas is going to be its own note. So what we want to do is open two backlinks, and you'll see it's already asking me if I want to link to some of these other notes, but we just want to put video ideas. And you'll see over on the right-hand side in the graph view, this video ideas has popped up. Now, currently it's not a note. I don't see it in here, but if I click it, it pops up here. And now this is a brand new note where I can start typing ideas that I want. And again, Markdown is pretty helpful. So if I do a dash and a space, we have a list going. So we could say, I need a welcome video, an Obsidian intro video, an Obsidian deep dive video. And that's how we get the backlinking working. Very powerful tool. And if we go back into our graph view, we'll see that my first note is linked to video ideas. Backlinking is important when you want to have a lot of notes that may be tied to the same information. So let's say I make a new note for a video idea, and we're going to call this Intro to Obsidian. I do that double bracket, and I click video ideas, and we can see that my Intro to Obsidian is now linked to video ideas. I can do it again if I do another deep dive into Obsidian. And I want to link that into video ideas as well. And if we go back to the graph view, we can now see that video ideas is linked to the deep dive into Obsidian, the intro to Obsidian, and my first note. Before we wrap up, here's a pro tip. Obsidian's real power comes from the community plugins. Later in the series, I'll show you how to use these plugins like DataView to turn your notes into searchable databases automatically. If you found this beginner's guide helpful, I will have links below for everything, including my free Starter Vault configuration to help you skip the setup phase and start writing immediately. Thanks for watching. I'm TechSimpld, and I'll see you in the next one.